Well, hello viewers, good evening and welcome to News and Trends. You're watching the Daily News Bulletin with me, KV Nurumi. Here are the headlines. Government announced around 11% increase in annual central allocation of cooking costs under midday meal scheme. CBSE clarifies that there is no change in its plan to conduct the exams for 29 subjects at a later date. And COVID-19 cases in the country go up to 31,332, death toll rises to 1,007. Globally, coronavirus cases tops 3 million. Now the details. The government has announced around 11% increase in annual central allocation of cooking costs under midday meal scheme to 8,100 crore rupees in view of situation arising out of COVID-19. Human Resources and Development Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank announced this while interacting with education ministers and education secretaries of all states through video conference in New Delhi. Earlier, the annual central allocation of cooking costs for procurement of pulses, vegetable oil, spices and fuel under midday meal scheme was 7,300 crore rupees. Considering the health of the students during the lockdown, ration is being provided under midday meal scheme for the children to get adequate and nutritious food. The scheme covers more than 12 crore children studying in over 11 lakh schools across the country. The cooking cost per child per day has been increased from 4 rupees 48 paise to 4 rupees 97 paise for students of class 1 to class 5. For students of class 6 to class 8, the cooking cost per child per day has been increased from 6 rupees 71 paise to 7 rupees 45 paise. The new rates are effective from 1st of April this year. According to HRD Ministry, the approval is also being given for providing midday meal during summer holidays of schools on which an additional expenditure of about 1,600 crores will be made. Amid rising speculations on board exams for Class 10 and Class 12, Central Board of School Education (CBSE) has clarified that there is no change in its plan to conduct the exams for 29 subjects at a later date. The board had earlier stated that it was difficult to decide and announce the new schedule of examination in the light of the corona pandemic. However, it maintained that any decision in this regard would involve extensive consultation with higher education authorities, considering all aspects related to entrance examinations, admission dates, among others. The board had also stated that a notice of about 10 days to all stakeholders would be given before starting the Class 10 and Class 12 examinations at a later date. The number of COVID-19 cases in the country has gone up to 31,332 while the death toll rose to 1,007. Health Ministry data said the number of active COVID-19 cases stood at 22,629. As many as 7,695 people have been cured and discharged and one had migrated. News from the state now, and in view of the crisis arising out of COVID-19 pandemic, the state government has decided that the dearness allowance and dearness relief to state government employees and pensioners respectively due from 1st January 2020, 1st July 2020 and 1st January 2021 shall not be paid. However, they shall continue to be paid at the current rates till further order. Accordingly, as and when a decision is taken by the Government of India to release the future installment of dearness allowances due from 1st July 2021, the deferred enhancements of dearness allowances shall be prospectively restored and incorporated into the rate of July 2021 without arrears as specified in the Office Memorandum dated 23rd April 2020 referred to the above. Deputy Commissioner Kohima Gregory Tejawali has informed that in continuation to the earlier order and considering the overall prevailing situation within Kohima district and as a precautionary measure to encourage social distancing due to the COVID-19 pandemic crisis, the lockdown measures in Kohima district will continue as notified earlier till the 3rd of May 2020. Therefore, it is reiterated that the restrictions for shop opening days and timings, public and vehicular movement will stand as notified earlier. Deputy Commissioner Dimapur Anup Kinchi has informed that in the absence of any positive case for the last 14 days, Murgipati and GS Road areas are permitted to open retail shops dealing with essential commodities and medicines with limited movement of public for availing essential services from 9 am to 2 pm with effect from 28 April 2020 with strict maintenance of social distancing. However, there will be no activity permitted in Marwaripati area. DC further informed that no wholesale activities will be permitted in GS Road and wholesale market of essential goods commodities will continue to operate from designated godowns. Wholesale vegetable market will continue to operate from supermarket area and the medical wholesale market will also continue as notified earlier. In a unique gesture, the Chekasang Baptist Church minister Sil Kohima freely distributed green vegetables brought from the wild to the public near the PHQ junction Kohima today. The vegetables were brought to Kohima by the villagers of Thuvabisu, Kebasa and Poba villages. The distribution went on till the last stock of the vegetables were given away. Senior Pastor Reverend Dr. Vevo Pesau offered a Thanksgiving prayer, after which the distribution started as early as 11 am in the morning. A one-day training for officers proposed for COVID-19 duty under Incident Response Team IRS was held in Kohima yesterday at DB Hall by the Office of the Chief Medical Officer Kohima. The main objective of the training was to ensure that the Incident Response Team was prepared to tackle any issue relating to the outbreak of COVID-19 in the district. The resource persons gave a detailed explanation along with visual presentations on 7 vital topics, which are introduction of COVID-19, containment strategy, roles and responsibility, contact tracing, data management, personal protective measures, and end-of-life care management. The training was conducted by a team of 6 resource persons led by Dr. Bezokhulu Teyo, CMO Kohima. The Nagaland Board of School Education has notified for information of all concerned that in view of the lockdown being imposed across the country due to COVID-19 pandemic, the process of results preparation for the HSLC and HSSLC examinations 2020 have been put on hold. However, in pursuance of the Government of Nagaland order, works have resumed with few staff. As regards to the results, all are informed that the results can be expected by the end of May 2020. However, the exact date of declaration of HSLC and HSSLC examinations 2020 results shall be intimated beforehand. An advisory goes out to all concerned that in view of many fake news circulating in the social media, one should check the official website of the NBSE, www.nbscnagaland.com, for confirmation of the same. All have been advised to stay clear of the fake news to avoid any confusion. The following private hospitals in Kohima has been identified for treatment of non-COVID patients referred from COVID Hospital NHAK for hospitalization and will be impaneled under ABPMJAY to provide benefits as per guidelines to the beneficiaries. Kohima Hospital, GIVF, Gaini Institute of Virality and Fertility, Kohima. The District Administration Unit of ABPMJAY Kohima District will facilitate the above 2 mentioned hospitals in the empanelment under APPMJAY. For any query, the concerned can contact the following numbers given on your screen. Let's now take you to Kohima, where the briefing is being made by the state government on the status of COVID-19 in the state.
Good evening. A total of 644 samples have been sent for testing from the state till date, and results of 631 samples have been received, and all have been tested as negative. The results for the remaining 13 samples are awaited. Today, a total of 1,575 persons have been screened, and a total of 37 persons are under facility quarantine. I would like to inform that as regard the assistance in the form of cash grant to any person from Nagaland stranded or in distress outside the state due to the nationwide COVID-19 lockdown, a total of 6,836 applicants have been provided assistance by transferring the amounts to their bank accounts. Today, we enter the 36th day of the lockdown. During this lockdown period, gradually, several activities have got allowed. However, all may kindly note that all the activities that have been permitted are to be carried out with strict adherence to all the social distancing practices. Everyone should wear face masks in the public places, and spitting in public spaces should be completely avoided. Further, all the workplaces and establishments should also make arrangements for regularly sanitizing their place.
Well, that's all we have for you in this edition. Do subscribe to us on our YouTube channel and also follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Do stay tuned as we try to bring you lots more of these news and updates through this medium. Meanwhile, we once again request you to kindly take cognizance of all the directives issued by the government from time to time in order to contain the COVID-19 pandemic. Stay home and stay safe. From all of us here, it's bye for now, and thanks for watching.